Stop scrolling. I'm about to call you out. Right now, Netflix has 10,000 options. New movies drop every single week, trending series are everywhere. But I bet you're about to watch The Office again, or Friends, or that one movie you've seen so many times you can recite the dialogue. And when someone catches you, they ask the same annoying question: why don't you watch something new? Here's a better question. What if rewatching reveals something deeper about your brain than watching new content ever could? Stay with me for the next 10 minutes because I'm about to expose 4 psychological profiles of rewatchers, and by the end, you'll know exactly which one you are. We live in a world addicted to novelty. New shows, new seasons, new episodes screaming for your attention. The algorithm is literally designed to push you toward what's trending, what's fresh, what everyone else is watching. But some people, they just don't care. They know every line, every scene, every plot twist, and yet they press play again. Most people think this is laziness, lack of curiosity, being stuck in the past. They're completely wrong. Rewatching isn't a habit, it's not boredom, it's actually a window into how your mind processes stress, emotion, and meaning. And there are 4 distinct types of rewatchers, each driven by completely different psychological needs. Let me break them down, and trust me, one of these is going to hit way too close to home. Type 1 is the comfort seeker. Picture this. Your job is chaos. Your relationships feel uncertain. The news cycle is a nightmare. Everything around you is changing faster than you can process. Your brain is screaming for something, anything that feels stable. Enter your comfort show. Psychologists call this predictability bias. When the external world feels out of control, your brain craves internal control. And knowing exactly what happens next in an episode of The Office, that's control. You know Jim pranks Dwight, you know Michael will say something awkward, you know the episode ends with everyone okay. There are no surprises, no emotional ambushes, no unexpected losses. It's not about the story anymore, it's about the feeling, the emotional safety net. For the comfort seeker, pressing play on Friends isn't entertainment, it's therapy. It's like walking into your childhood bedroom where everything is exactly where you left it. The world outside can be burning, but in here, in this 22-minute episode, everything is predictable. Everything is safe. This isn't avoidance, this is survival. Your nervous system is regulating itself the only way it knows how. Type 2 is the cognitive resttor. These people aren't seeking comfort, they're seeking silence. Think about it. Their entire day is mental labor, making decisions, solving problems, processing information, navigating office politics. By 8 p.m., their brain is fried. There's nothing left in the tank. And here's the thing about new content. It demands effort. New show? You have to learn character names, track plot threads, remember who betrayed who. Your brain has to work. It has to engage. But rewatching, that's autopilot mode. Your brain already knows where this is going. It doesn't have to analyze. It doesn't have to predict. It can just exist. Type 4 is the detail hunter. And these people, they're on a completely different mission. They don't rewatch because they're stuck. They rewatch because they're obsessed. They believe every show has layers, hidden details, subtle foreshadowing, background jokes you miss the first time, micro-expressions in the actors' faces. For them, watching once is just scratching the surface. They're the people who notice the coffee cup in Game of Thrones, the continuity errors, the Easter eggs, the callbacks to earlier seasons. Every rewatch is a deeper dive into the world. Psychologists link this to high openness and analytical thinking. Their brain loves puzzles, and rewatching is how they solve them. It's not repetition, it's exploration, and every time they catch something new, it's like watching it for the first time all over again. For the detail hunter, a show isn't just a story, it's architecture, it's art, it's a world with corners they haven't explored yet, and they won't stop until they've seen every single one. So here's what all 4 types have in common.
They're not avoiding growth. They're not stuck in the past. They're not uncurious or boring. They're choosing what their mind needs. The comfort seeker is protecting their peace. The cognitive resttor is conserving their energy. The nostalgic anchor is holding on to their story. The detail hunter is deepening their experience. None of them are wrong. They're just wired differently. And in a culture obsessed with the next big thing, with algorithms pushing you to consume more, they've figured something out that most people haven't. Sometimes the best thing isn't new, it's familiar. Sometimes depth matters more than breadth. Sometimes knowing what brings you comfort is more valuable than constantly chasing novelty.
Psychologists call this cognitive load reduction. Your brain is like a phone battery. After a full day, it's at 2%. Watching something new is like opening 5 apps at once. But rewatching The Office? That's just letting your screen dim while you recharge. The cognitive resttor doesn't need stimulation, they need rest. And familiar content is the only thing that doesn't demand more energy they don't have. It's not background noise, it's mental white noise, a way to be entertained without being drained. And honestly, in a world that constantly demands your attention, that's not lazy, that's smart. Third type is the nostalgic anchor. For them, rewatching has nothing to do with the actual show. It's about the memory wrapped around it. Maybe you watched Harry Potter with your best friend in high school. Maybe you binged Breaking Bad during college when life felt full of possibility. Maybe Friends was on TV when your family was still together. The show isn't just a show, it's a time machine. Psychologists call this emotional time travel. Every rewatch is a visit to your past self. And even though your life has changed, the show hasn't. It's frozen in time, waiting for you in the exact same place you left it. This is why people cry during episodes they've seen 10 times. It's not the scene, it's not the dialogue, it's the memory of who they were when they first watched it. The nostalgic anchor isn't stuck in the past. They're holding on to pieces of themselves they're afraid of losing. Because life moves forward, people leave, situations change. But Ross and Rachel, Jim and Pam, they're always there, exactly as you remember them. For this type, letting go of the show feels like letting go of that version of themselves. So they keep coming back, not because they forgot what happens, but because they don't want to forget what it felt like to be that person.
So here's my final question for you. Does watching something new actually make you more interesting? Or does knowing what brings you comfort make you more self-aware? Maybe the people who rewatch aren't stuck. Maybe they've just figured out what actually makes them happy. So which one are you? The comfort seeker, the cognitive resttor, the nostalgic anchor, the detail hunter? Drop a comment and tell me your comfort show or movie. I want to know what you keep coming back to. And if this made you see rewatching differently, hit that subscribe button because we're going deep into more psychology content that'll make you rethink everything you thought you knew about yourself. See you in the next one.